Hey there, welcome guys. Tabletop Dice Baseball. This is Tony Porter, and I have an unboxing. Um, it's a little bit of. I picked this up a while back. Never really went through it. Was just kind of excited to play it, and for some reason I just got distracted with other things. And I never really looked through the contents, and you can get these on eBay. Sometimes pretty cheap, between $30 and $130, depending on the condition. Now this one's been played. Okay, so this I'd have to call this average condition. I had to do a little repair work. I'll show you in a second. But I want to go through the contents. I've never really seen them myself. So let's see what's included in this box so you have an idea of what should come in your box. And let's start. So it's a little bit of a detective job here. So I did some repairs on the inside of this box again, as you can see. So at least it's kind of together versus it was all kind of splitting at the corners, and that was not pretty. Box is in kind of beat up condition pretty much. But you know, it is what it is. I don't think I paid very much for this game. First of all, I open this up and I see some good things. I see the tokens. Tokens are a good thing, right? Even though they're pretty cheap and you can replace them easily. I got 3 tokens here, so that's a positive. I've got dice. The very kind of cool, unique dice. 0 to 5, which this Sports Illustrated game is called Superstar Baseball, the game that lets you manage the greatest players of all time. So that's really the selling point for this game here. And you're gonna forgive me for some just ignorance that I have pertaining to some of this. Now, I have played the 1970 version of the Sports Illustrated game that comes with that color kind of foldable team sheets, where each team gets each team gets a sheet with all the player names and the ratings, and you look on that. Then I think they move that over to cards to compete with all the other companies that were doing cards. You know, the app and Stratomatic and so on and so forth. So let's go through some of the players that you get. This does have a rubber band, which is not nice, and it's real thick. So let's look at some of these players. You get Red Shondis, or Red Shondis. You get Johnny Mize. You get Bob Gibson. Zach Wheat, Billy Cox, third baseman. Oh, and they have ratings now at third base as well. They may have had that earlier. I haven't played it in a while. Frankie Frisch, the NL, the AL. Let's split these up into NL and AL. So NL, and let's go over here to Early Win. Hank Aaron in the NL. Wow. Whitey Ford in the AL. Stan Kovaleski. Warren Spahn in the NL. Paul Wainer in the NL. These are players from all different eras, all mixed together. Juan Marichal in the NL. Jackie Robinson. You get to play with Jack. Phil Rizzuto. Ron Santo. Kenny Boyer. Roberto Clemente, Mel Ott, Dizzy Dean. So far, I only got one AL player. James Vaughn, Al Simmons, AL player. Hooray! Chick Haffey, Joe McGinnity, Christy Matheson, Robin Roberts. Sandy Koufax, a must. Red Farber. Eddie Matthews, played with him in 159 Braves. Hornsby. Lou Boudreau, here we go, AL now. Probably the AL stars. Ty Cobb. Back to NL. Ed Rush. Mordecai Three Fingers Brown, another NL star. Cy Young. Ooh. Lefty Grove, AL. Grover Pete Alexander. Orlando Cepeda, NL. Don Drysdale. Elroy Face. Stuffy McGinnis. Nap LaJoie. Jimmy Wilson. Babe Ruth. Ernie Banks. Gil Hodges in the NL. Pie Trainer. Roy Campanella. Lou Gehrig. Hoyt Wilhelm. Pee Wee Reese. Gabby Harnett. Archie Vaughn. Stan Musial. Willie Mays. So most of the heroes I find are on the NL. Duke Snyder. Clark Griffin. Carl Hubble. Joe Cronin, Mickey Mantle AL, and Joe Cronin AL, excuse me. The Bender, the Chief Bender, Yogi Berra, Harry Howland, George Kell, Jimmy Fox, excuse me. Ed Walsh, Eddie Collins, Bill Terry, Ken Williams, AL, Pete Reynolds AL. Joe Gordon, AL. Frank Robinson, AL. Kid Nichols, NL. Rube Waddell, AL. Bill Dickey, AL. Luis Aparicio, AL. Eddie Plank, AL. Joe Jackson, AL. Al Kaline, AL. Mickey Cochran, AL. And Earl Averill, Walter Johnson, Hank Greenberg, AL. Hal Newhouser, AL. Charlie Gehringer, AL. Tris Speaker, so everybody else is towards the end of this. Brooks Robinson, Bob Lemon, Bob Feller, George Sisler, AL. Tony Oliva, Frank Home Run Baker, AL. Mike Cuellar's included in this set. Wow. Ted Williams. That's Grant Harmon Killer Beast. All right. The Killer. So here we have our national set and our American League set. So that was kind of cool. It kind of balanced out at the end. And we can pit the AL against the NL. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And a lot of these players during that period of time, and of course there's nothing on the back of there is some information. Oh, look at that. So it gives you a history of the player on the back of the card. How cool is that? So let's just read a little bit, right? On Ted Williams, it says batting average 344, home runs 521, one of the greatest hitters in baseball history. The last man to hit over 400 with 406 in 1941. Harmon Killebrew, the Killer. Batting average 258, home runs 559, a great power hitter who has led the league in home runs 6 times and runs batted in twice. Mike Cuellar, 167 wins. All right, you have one player that played from 1939, the other one 1954. Cuellar started in 1959, and he plays into the mid-70s for sure. Late 70s, I believe. 167 wins, 104 losses, 2.98 ERA. Cuellar was the Cy Young Award winner in 1969 and led the league in wins and winning percentage in 1970. In his 6 years with the Orioles, Cuellar has averaged 21 wins, 10 losses per year with a 2.99 ERA. So that's great. So each card tells you a little bit about the players so you can learn, and that's a big part, I think, of our hobby is just learning the history of baseball and experiencing the history of baseball. That's a big fun part of this. Now, we get some yellow cards here. And I believe these are the pitcher cards. Right? These are the pitcher cards. Those were the pitcher batting cards, the ones I went through before. So then you're going to have a pitcher card, and you're going to have a pitcher batting card for these great teams of the past. Here you get everybody. And I'm thinking that on the game board, there's going to be a place to put these cards, and there's going to be some numbers surrounding the card as well. So if you've seen this or never heard of this, and all of a sudden you're seeing the contents, and now this game is super easy, and I'm trying to do the NL on one side and the AL on the other again. So I think I mixed that up here. So the NL is going to be on my right. That's Three Fingers Brown. Robin Roberts, here are their cards. NL, Mike Cuellar, AL. Sandy Koufax has 3 strikeouts on his card, that I can see. And he's in the NL. And Ed Walsh, AL. Rube Waddell, AL. Bob Feller, AL. And do I have some blank cards? Looks like I have a blank card there. Look at that. It's got a blank card. Elroy Face, NL. Right. Bob Gibson, NL. Joe McGinnity, NL. Another blank card there. So we can. Kid Nichols, I don't remember him. Did we see him in the original set? Or in the batting set? I don't remember seeing him. Juan Marichal, their righty NL, 243 wins. Stan Kovaleski's an AL player. Christy Matheson, NL. Newhouser, AL. Bob Lemon, AL. NL there. So I want you to really look and see what the contents are and what you can expect to get when you get this game. The rest are just blank cards. So you got AL pitching cards and NL pitching cards. I believe we have everybody there. So we're going to put those aside as well. Now let's get to the game board. And as I predicted, it's a 2-part game board. And it goes like this. Right? It's kind of vertical. It's interesting because it's got information that's horizontal and then information that's vertical. So it's a little wonky in that sense. And it's got 2 parts. It's a 2-part board. Here's the second part of this board. Okay, here's the second part of this board, and I'll go over the board in a second. So the board comes with sacrifice bunt chart right here, suicide squeeze chart right here, manager's decision chart. I guess it's to take an extra base. Then you turn it. This board is coming apart a little bit, so you have to be careful. Not that it matters. It's an old game. 1, 2, sacrifice. Okay, it gives you like a legend or a glossary of terms. On the F is batter pops up. G, batter hits into ground out force. DP, batter grounds into double play. Blank is a missed bunt. So I guess it's for sacrifice hits, so it's for this chart here, right? So this is kind of the definition of the terms, the glossary for the terms of these terms in this section. Then down here we have ground out force, ground out double play results. We have that. Then below that we have team defensive chart. Team's total defensive rating, dice numbers resulting in automatic outs. So the higher the defensive rating, the more the numbers that come up more will be listed. In other words, if you're a poor rated team, it'll only be on a 10. That may not come up very often. But you're going to get a 13 and 14 here, which will come up much more often if your team is a 46 to 49. So your team defense is represented, and that's good. Team's total defensive rating, it continues here, and as you can see, as the defensive rating gets better, more and more numbers that you roll will be included in outs. It will take you to ground outs and so on. Batter Legend. So this is a pretty cool game. It's very easy to play, by the way. Extremely easy to play. So I wanted to show you that this is your left-handed batter's box. So let's see, you have a left-handed batter. That's left right here. So that's what it's going to look like. So those are your numbers. So the card fits in here. And then you're going to have your right-handed batter's box on the other board. Right, you're going to have your right-handed batter's box. So you got your left hand. Let me just give me 1 second. All right. So this is your left-handed board, and over here, let me see. Let me get you to see that how that works. So there, and then it gives you the batter's legend, right? The numbers. A 2 is a double. A 2 plus, all runners score. So he's got a 2 plus. And so a DP, of course, MS would be a sacrifice fly, batter out, runner on third scores. So Ted Williams is a pretty darn good hitter. He's got 3s, which are triples. A home run is a home run. Home run is there. So let's see, 5 blank. All right, so those are the numbers you're going to end up rolling on the side there, and then there's the result for Ted Williams. Here we have the right-hander's hitting card on this chart. And this chart, did I go over this one? No, steal of second base, steal of third base, steal of home. They have the same size chart for steal of home, which hardly ever, maybe happens 5 times a year. Pitcher's legend. So the pitcher card has results, consult team's automatic outs, DR. So remember the pitcher had specific outs. See, DR represents consult the automatic outs, team outs. F is batter flies out. G is probably batter grounds out. Batter hits into a ground out forced. SO is most likely a strikeout, and so forth, based on balls. And then the X is consult pitcher's X card to find the result of the play. See rules. Okay? So those don't go on the board, but the batters do. So let's find a. So this is the other right-handed batters. Oh, wait, the pitcher does go here. Pitcher's mound. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I missed that. Now, I have not played this game. I only played the original with the colored. So this is not a tutorial on the game. I have. I'm familiar with some of the approaches and the mechanics of this game. So I could probably pick it up very quickly, but that's not what I'm doing here. I'm not trying to tell anybody, okay, this is how you play. I'm just giving you an idea of what I remember. But the pitcher card does go here, and then the right-handed batter's card. Let's find a right-handed batter. It would go here. Okay, so there you got that, and I'm showing you that. It's not easy to do this because I don't have that much. Okay, there, I was able to flip it over. Okay, so here you got your lefty hitter and your righty hitter. The righty is on the right side. Your lefty is on your left side. And that's how you play this game. And then, of course, you roll the dice. Let's look at the rules a little bit so I can refresh on the rules as I'm doing this video. So we got a lefty, we got a player for the AL, 2 AL players, and we have an NL pitcher. Let's put that back there. Excuse me. All right, so those are the basic boards. The boards are fairly good quality. Think of like a game board from Monopoly type thing. That's how this is created by Avalon Hill and in partnership with Sports Illustrated. Of course, Avalon Hill had the practical know-how of how to putting these games together, and it was created excellent parts. Now, hopefully, I get rules and so on in the set. I do get Superstar Baseball Cards 96 of you subscribe to All Star Baseball Replay. It's trying to do some promotion. I may not get rules in this set. I don't know. We'll have to see. Are the rules on the inside of the box? Here are the rules, it looks like. And, of course, they give you, just like Status Pro, there's a lot of Status Pro in this. They give you a huge number of, that's like 10, 20, 30, 40, about 100 score sheets. These are different These are a little bit larger than the Status Bros score sheets. I like these a little bit better. I need space to write, even though these boxes are super small. But some guys I know have developed systems where they just do little dots and stuff. And then, okay, so, all right, baseball superstar rules. Oh, look what I found. Hippo Vaughn. Cool. All right, so as you can see, it explains the card and what you're looking at, how to read the dice. Okay, example, if the black die shows a 2, right? If the black die shows a 2, and the other dice show a 3 and a 4, the final number is 27. Okay, so it's basically the possible. Okay, so you add these two, and you just use that as your first digit. Okay, so this would, I guess, be a 28, and this one would be a 26, and this one would be a 200. Now, it's probably not too sure what that would be. So if the black die shows a 2 and the other two dice show a 3 and a 4, the final result is 27. The possible numbers you can roll from 10 to 39. So 10 to 39, so 39 would be a 5. That would be the highest. Well, the highest is a 3 because the black die has 1, 2, and 3. That's all that has. So 39 is the highest one on the black die. So that would be the highest number you can roll, and that's the highest number probably on the game board, right? We looked at the game board numbers, and you can see that here. Let me slide it a little bit too. There we go. So the highest number is a 39, and that's how you play that. And then you just have to read a little bit. The instruction booklet has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 pages. Special situation, intentional walks, base stealing, bunting, play of the game. The card for the first batter of the game is placed on the batter's box. The starting pitcher is placed on the mound. Both cards must be placed carefully in the boxes so that the numbers 10 to 24 and 25 to 39 line up perfectly with the results on the individual player performance cards. You are now ready to play. The pitcher rolls the dice, determines the total, and refers to the corresponding number alongside the pitcher's mound box. Adjacent to that number on his own pitching performance card shows the result of the pitch. That box may contain a number, letters, or a blank. Consult the pitcher's legend on the playing board to see what the result is. If the result of the pitch is a batter swings, which I guess would be a blank on the pitcher card, right? Yeah, all those are blanks, I imagine. Then where was I? Totally lost myself. How to read? Okay, I was down here. These same numbers, 10 to 39, also appear on each side of the batter's box and correspond to the number thrown on the dice by the batter. Note all legends explain the symbols. So yeah, these numbers range from 10 to 30 will be used throughout the play. It's correspond to the number thrown on the batter. Two columns. So the game play, the game corresponds to the number thrown. These same numbers also appear inside the batter's box. Yeah. So basically, you get the idea. And here it shows you what's what. +4, a player's position and defensive rating. At that position, ratings may range from 2 to +16. So the higher the number, the better the fielder position abbreviation are as follows. Trades, random teams, old timers versus recent stars. You can do all kinds of things with. And let's look at the parts list. Let's see if the parts list coincides. American Express, MasterCard. Wow, they're taking those back then. All right, fill out the order envelope. This is the price list. Oh, okay. I don't see anywhere where it says here, these are the content lists. Where's the content list? So we know what, do we get everything in this box? I don't think it has trees. It doesn't have a content list. Or contents list. So anyway, you went through this type of game with me for the first time that I've gone through it over it. I looked into it. I have not done that at all. And this is just other stuff you can order. Here's the number for 1970s, 1-800-638-9292. Let's call that number and see who answers. See if I can order some cool stuff here from the 70s. Very new stuff. Let's see. What's the number again? Let me call that number. 800-638-9292. Okay, let's see what it says.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance. We have a special promotion today for select callers. If you are over 50, please press 1 now. If not, press 2. You have qualified for a free medical alert system. You know, it's the little button you wear around your neck that you press in case of an emergency or fall. In the event of an emergency, with the press of a button, you can instantly be connected with an advanced care specialist who will stay on the line with you until emergency services have arrived and your family has been contacted.
This is the press.
Medical alert system provides you peace of mind 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
All right.
Press 1 to take advantage of this special offer on a free medical alert system.
No, I'm trying.
Otherwise, press pound. Press 1 to take it. Thank you for calling. This is Jessica on a recorded line. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Hi, Jessica. I'm recording this line as well. I'm trying to get a hold of Avalon Hill Games so I can order some baseball
for
games.
that promotion today, you actually have the opportunity to receive a free medical alert device.
Oh, no. That's not it.
It's that little device you wear around your
No.
neck that you press in case of
No, I'm sorry. I don't want that. I want Avalon Hills.
In our monitoring program,
Oh,
you
boy.
actually can get your medical alert.
All right, you're not listening to me.
So,
No.
oftentimes it's really
Okay, goodbye. Well, so much for that. That was an epic failure. I will not be getting any new toys from Avalon Hill using that number. Anyway, guys, this is Tony Porter. You are watching the channel, right? Tabletop Dice Baseball channel. And I'm glad that you shared this game unboxing with me to see what was what. And I will play this soon. Although I'm not a big guy on. I know there's a lot of free player cards online that you can use with this game. I'm pretty sure. I've downloaded some of those, and they're floating around out there. So if you want to try this game out, I think you can get them pretty cheaply. I don't know. I picked this one up 3-4 years ago, and that's the deal. So hope you enjoyed it. It was entertaining a little bit for you. You learned a little bit about a new game, and that you may be interested in, or you I refreshed you on the game you used to play as a kid, and that's kind of cool as well. And so this is Tony Porter. Like I said, Dice Tabletop Baseball, and I am signing out for now. And watch my other videos, and like and subscribe. Take care.